Hello viewers, it's been a little while and we've got a fresh and new show to review, and that is The Last of Us.
The last of two of us, yeah.
And we figured wait one more episode to get our thoughts out, just so we can get past the initial like ooh and ahs and see the first episode after all the setup.
Along with, how the story really is going to progress and everything.
Yeah, I felt we would get a better idea of the show waiting for episode 2 and saying thoughts at this point versus after the initial. And so far, I've played, as you guys know, on the gaming site. I'm playing through the second one now, and I played the first, and I'm digging it. I think they're doing a really, really solid job so far.
Which is good. I know basics from the game and stuff like that, but I don't really know all the intricacies that you've dealt with as playing the game, and it is still capturing my interest, so therefore I would say it's still good.
Successful. Yeah,
exactly.
Okay, review over. Thank you for watching, and check back soon. No, I'm kidding. I think I'll start first with just the negative. And the toughest thing for me as playing the game is the cast. And it's not that they are doing a bad job. It's nothing with their performances, because I think their performances have been really solid so far. But it's still coming down to how they look, and I'm still wrestling with that visual change up.
Which is understandable.
Yeah, it's a couple of them look rather drastically different than their game counterparts. But that said, I think the performances are so far really, really well done. What do you think? Yeah,
overall, I think as a whole, absolutely. There's been a lot that's already happened, obviously, so far in this 2 episodes.
Yes.
Considering the game obviously takes a much slower approach.
Yes. Yeah.
So
it feels like the show's going a little breakneck speed, but it is slow still.
It is slow compared to somebody that hasn't played the game.
Yeah.
So for me, it's still slow, but it's not so slow that I don't notice that there's obviously it's still going fast enough for me to really see that, there's a difference between the game and it. It's been very interesting because since I don't have the backstory of the game or even how far along, whatever people have played, I do really like those little snippets before the opening scroll, so to speak.
Oh yeah, those have been awesome. I've loved the both of them so far. John Hannah. Yay.
Yes, we all love, Jonathan from The Money.
Yes.
Mummy, but so that was very interesting because I always thought it was just another zombie kind of movie or game or whatever. And so Jonathan's explanation, I'm calling him Jonathan because I don't know what his doctor name was, but anyway, his explanation about it being, spores and fungi and things like that, and not being able to have a cure and all that interesting stuff, that was fascinating. And obviously I guess it didn't have that there initially in the game, but I really enjoyed it.
Exactly. That wasn't there, so I'm enjoying the extra information where it would episode 2 started with not quite patient 0, but shortly thereafter some of the initial outbreaks, and that was amazing.
Fascinating.
That actress that was playing the doctor.
What a great job.
Oh my gosh, what a great job. But you know what I also have to say is Sarah in the first episode, she did a really, really great job. Who happened? She's the daughter of Thandie Newton.
Oh,
which is why she looks a bit familiar. So Joel's daughter, yeah.
Oh,
but I thought
that makes sense.
I thought she was a little too old
for his daughter.
To be his daughter. She seemed a couple years too old. But you know what? It worked. The tension at the escape through the city, that was expertly done. And then even the tension in the clicker scene in episode 2.
Yes, that was well done.
That was nice. and done well. I'm a little unsure about the ending of episode 2, and I am trying to be a little non-spoilery, so I'm not completely going all out, but unless, anyway, but so the ending of episode 2, they changed it up a little bit. I thought that final interaction was odd, but either way, the way it played out still played out like the game of sorts. So I think while there are liberties being taken, they're succeeding so far, similar to what Castlevania did, and I'd even say Arcane as well, where they're taking liberties with the source material and the lore, but they're still staying true to the story, and even to the story beats thus far. And I think that's very key to keep the gamers engaged and interested, so we're not getting it completely redone destroyed
on us. Yeah, because that's always the one thing. It's like when there's a strong following with any kind of fandom, the moment they take it and kind of like do something different, it's kind of like
but yeah.
It's kind of like, them just kind of stabbing the heart of the fans, It's like, we don't care what you like. And I know that they put it under the guise, well, we wanted to give you something different because we already had that in the game. But in reality, a lot of people have, kind of like lived the game. Now they just kind of want to watch it. Yes. So it's like, stop changing things. Just let the story be what the story is. So yes, all the little minor differences and things like that, it's great because it gives you those slight variances from the game that kind of keeps you like, oh, well, that was kind of fresh, but it never took away from what you really loved. And that's something that Hollywood just doesn't generally get.
Yeah.
So it's nice and refreshing.
So far they're doing that. But I think the key part to that is the Neil Druckmann is a key player in this show being created. So I think having him around.
Isn't he the one that started the game?
Yeah, he was one of the key writers, and I don't know if he was a director, but he was one of the key guys of not just the game, but of Naughty Dog as well. So so having him on board,
that makes a big difference.
Makes a big difference, and I'm not gonna go in it. I know sometimes people get uppity about his politics, but either way, I think right now the show is very successful, and there's lots of headlines that I saw today, and even after the episode 1 premiered, so there's buzz with this show, and I think it's deservedly so. And my brother, when he mentioned it, he was a little unsure because it's a zombie thing. It's like, no, it has zombies in it, but it's more than that. And so far,
they're delivering.
Successful. Soundtrack is good. They've got some nice little audio beats and such that's from the games, and I think that's been very key. And I'm happy with it. There's a lot of things they're doing so far, and it's
good.
I'm good. I'm looking forward to the next episode.
So we'll keep you up to date on whether or not it's going well throughout the rest of the series.
Yeah, we'll try to do a couple more as the series goes on. If not, we'll do a series recap at the end. So that's our initial thoughts of the first 2 episodes of The Last of Us on HBO.
So tell us what you think and what you liked and what you didn't like, and
what's your worries?
Yeah.
So
we'll
take
talk
care.
to you soon. Thanks.
Bye.